Hi there, Dr. Craig from Elevate Chiropractic. With standing desks becoming more and more popular these days, I wanted to share with you a few simple tips that you can use to help tweak the way that you stand, to help take some of the strain off of your back and ultimately feel better at the end of the day. So when it comes to standing desks, it's important to realize that you can actually stand poorly just as much as you can sit poorly. So we need to make sure that we are standing well. And in today's video, I'm going to show you 3 simple tips that you can do to help tweak the way that you stand, to help take some of the strain off of your back and your feet. It's also important to bear in mind that even when we are standing, we still need to make sure that our workstations are set up properly. And I've recorded a video on this in the past, and there is a link above which you can go and look at just to show you some ideas on how to set up your workstation to help take some of the strain off of your back and your neck. But let's go have a look at these simple tips to help take some of the strain off of your lower back. So our first tip is going to be to use a stool. The stool needs to be around about the height of your pelvis, at the bottom of your pelvis or the bottom of your bum, so that we can sort of perch against it or just lean against it. So what we're going to do with this is it basically takes some of the strain off of your lower back, takes some of the strain off of your feet, so that you can work there for 10-20 minutes to take some of the strain off before you stand back up again and go back into your nice standing posture. Key thing with this is make sure it's the right height, so we're not actually sitting too much, but also make sure it's quite stable so it's not going to tip over when you lean against. So our second tip is going to be to use a small stool or a box or something that you can put one foot up onto. Now the idea behind this is that when we lift up one foot, as it puts our pelvis into a better position, which takes some of the tension off of your lower back, which means you can stand there more comfortably for longer. Also, it takes pressure off the foot that is up on the box. After a while, as you start to get a little bit tired, you can switch your feet around and go from there to perching back onto your seat to standing up normally. It's all going to allow you to stand there better for longer. A key little fun fact with this is that if you go into any bar, just about all of them are going to have a foot rail. Bar leaners have a foot rail that you can put your foot up onto. Main reason being is it means you can stand there for longer, which means if you're in a bar, you're going to buy more drinks and they're going to make more money. So it's pretty smart, and it just shows you that it works. So our third and final tip is similar to the previous one, but we're going to add a little bit of movement to that. So the idea is you can put your foot up onto let's say a soccer ball or a football, something that can move and give you a little bit of moving, or that sort of fidgeting type nature. In fact, they've also developed what they call a fidget bar, which is like a bar that hangs under a desk that actually moves. There's a picture of it just up here. This is a Rogue Fitness example designed by the Mobility Wad, but definitely an example of what you can do. There's also the brand called Safeco in America. They've created a standing desk with a fidget bar for schools, and they've had some really good results, and the teachers have said it's been really amazing for their kids that have been using it. They are a lot more attentive and tend to work better during the day. And the final version of this is you could actually tie like a bungee cord or a exercise band between the 2 legs of your desk, so that you can put one foot up on there, which means it's going to move and it's going to give you a bit of that activity and that movement, which is what your body needs. I hope you liked those 3 tips. If you have any comments, please comment down below and I'll do my best to answer those for you. But I'm pretty sure if you do try them, you'll notice a big difference in how your lower back and your feet feel at the end of the day. As with sitting, if you are standing, we need to generate a little bit of movement because that's what our body craves, and your body will thank you for it.